Just kidding. So yeah, I did in fact buy the Dark Edition of Modern Warfare. Yeah, I did spend $200 on that. The night vision goggles are actually surprisingly not too bad. Um, I actually have a real pair of NVGs, and while they're not nearly as good, they're actually for the $200 that I paid. So basically, that includes the game, these, and a few other things. I mean, they're not bad. So I could actually probably do a review on those if somebody wanted me to. But yeah, let's get right into it. What is going on, guys? SpiLLi in here to do another review. This time, the big new game out right now is Modern Warfare, the newest Call of Duty. And yeah, so I went ahead and picked up the Scuf Vantage 2 Modern Warfare Edition. So yeah, you may or may not be asking yourself why this one. Scuf does seem to have a bad reputation as far as quality control goes, or at least maybe the sturdiness of their products, which completely anecdotal evidence here. I've actually never had an issue with any of my Scuf controllers. Obviously, I mean, I have like 200 something subscribers. I'm obviously not paid by Scuf in any way to say this. So, yeah, so I just have never had any issues with any of my Scuf controllers. I will say I am very delicate with all my stuff. I never, obviously I never throw it on the ground. I'm not like, just like mashing, the buttons when I'm playing and stuff like that. I figure if I'm spending a lot of money on this stuff, I might as well take care of it. So yeah, so I went ahead and bought this one. You might be asking yourself why. You do already have the Astro C40 that I did do the review of earlier. And yeah, so I really like the Astro C40. The build quality of it is amazing. Arguably, probably the best build quality of any controller I've used, save for maybe like the Elite controller from Xbox or Microsoft rather. But the controller is just too big for my hands. This one is just about the right size for me. It almost reminds me about the size of maybe like the Xbox One controller, which, as you guys know and as you guys see, it has the Xbox style layout with the non-adjacent sticks. I grew up playing Xbox. I played competitive Halo. The Xbox controller is what I'm used to. It's what I like. It's what I want to use. If competitive Call of Duty wasn't mainly on PlayStation, I'd be playing on an Xbox, to be honest. That, and I mean, I do have an Xbox One, so I could still play it. But I do. So that's why I really wanted to get another controller that had the Xbox layout that more so fit my hand. The Astro C40 was just huge in comparison. I mean, the Astro C40 is maybe like the Scuf Impact size. It's just too big for my hands. It felt awkward with my thumb placement and stuff. So that's why this one, it's a lot smaller and it feels really good to hold in my hands. So yeah, I mean, and this one, the quality feels really good. I do really like the textured grip on the back here. As you can see there, has the built-in, textured grip there. I do really like stuff like that. I actually like that, I think, more than possibly like what the other textured grip you get from different companies, like even Scuf themselves. It's more of like this style here. This is my Battle Beaver, but same concept. And that kind of seems to actually make my hands sweat a little bit. I don't really know why, but I like the rubberized feel a little bit more. Everything on this controller is nearly customizable. You can get different thumbsticks, different faceplates. The faceplate is very easy to pop on and off. There's a little crevice right here that you pop it off. There you go. I do play without the rumbles. I just like the controller to be a little bit more lightweight, so I don't have the vibration rumbles in. But it's very, like I said, very easy to pop on, pop off. You just line up the thumbsticks, press it on down in, and voila, it is back on. You are good to go. So So let's talk about a few things about this controller. Scuf came out recently, I say recently, within maybe the last half year or so, with their digital tap triggers, which surprisingly enough is not featured on this controller. That's something I was kind of surprised about. For a $200 something controller, this one was about $230 altogether, because this is the special edition, not including shipping and stuff like that. But you would think that they would include all the things that they consider kind of top of the line in there, which I was really surprised that they did not. Yeah, I was kind of surprised about that. Basically, if you're asking yourself what are digital tap triggers, they are the mouse style clicks instead of the button presses that we would normally get in these controllers, like the normal button presses. They are more like this. This is my Battle Beaver, which has the kind of original. I'm pretty sure Battle Beaver are the ones who originally made the mouse style clicks here, and you can hear the mouse style click triggers and bumpers. I was really surprised that they're not included. I mean, I don't really think that they give you any sort of competitive advantage. I mean, if so slight that you probably wouldn't notice. I mean, it's not a huge deal to me. It's more that they just feel good. So you would have thought, but they didn't. But oh well, I guess. I still like this. Like I said, I'm still used to Xbox 360 was my main console, so pulling down these is fine for me. I will mention this. If you are an L1R1 player, as in you shoot with L1 and R1, you might not like this controller. Why do I say that? These L1, R1 are kind of hard to press in. They're a little stiff, and they don't have a great feel to them. I mean, they're fine. I don't play with L1, R1, so they're fine if you are using it to throw nades and stuff like that. But other than that, they're not the best feeling. Yeah, other than that, it does have the quad paddles. These, a lot of people have talked about they like the buttons over paddles, or, maybe different stuff like that. These actually work perfect for me. They won't work perfect for everybody. It really depends on your hand placement, how big your hands are, all that sort of stuff. This is exactly how I grip the controller right here, and my fingers right here rest on both of them. That's exactly how I grip the controller, so it's easy for me to press down. I don't use the middle ones. I've never even touched them. First off, I think my hands are just too small, so it's like I kind of have to reach in to do it. And secondly, I don't really see the use in Call of Duty, which is the main game I play on console. If you're playing maybe like Fortnite or Apex or something like that, where you have heals and you're building stuff, that I could see it being useful. But for Call of Duty, it's kind of whatever you're feeling really. But yeah, pretty much all in all, I think the controller is really solid. I haven't had any of the issues. Like I said, I've only had it maybe almost 2 weeks now. So I can't speak to real quality control concerns. A lot of people report stick drift. I've sat there and left it in game. I don't have any stick drift on this copy. They are supposed to, like I said, be coming out with a software for these that apparently can fix the stick drift if your copy does end up getting it, but it isn't out yet. I believe that they said it would be maybe a couple months. But yeah, all in all, I really do like the controller. I think it will be my go-to. It's sad to say after I also have a very expensive Battle Beaver controller. But man, I just don't like the PS4 design controller. I just, for some odd reason in my brain, I mean, I'm not terrible with it, but I just can't aim with these, with it being adjacent like that. I think it's all in my head. I think I've just played too much Xbox, to be honest. But yeah, as always, guys, if you do have any questions about it, anything you any concerns, anything you want to know, yeah, just be sure to let me know. Everything, like I said, has worked great on it so far. All in all, guys, yeah, another good addition. I think this will probably be my go-to controller for the time being, like I said. I don't see myself probably buying any more controllers anytime soon, just because the PS5 and the new Xbox are so close to coming out that just spending more money on controllers just seems kind of like a waste. I'm already kind of concerned with this one. I'm really hoping that they have support on PS5 for these controllers, considering they are actually officially licensed by PlayStation. So yeah, all in all, guys, I think it is a really good addition. If you do like the the Xbox style layout, I wouldn't hesitate to buy this. I have had no issues. Like I said, that's completely anecdotal. People online seem to have issues a lot, but I can't say I've ever had any issues with Scuf controllers. Like I said, I know that's just me. I know there's a lot of people that have, but I do seem to like this controller. I think it is really well made. It feels solid. I saw somebody online said they thought it felt cheap. I don't really get that from this controller. It feels solid, feels well made, and yeah, it's been kind of everything I've hoped it would be. Unlike Modern Warfare, but that's a whole other video and different time. Yeah, so all in all, guys, any questions, just let me know, and we'll go from there.